Panthers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using the quick game. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Panthers are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
How about to sit this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Burton. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that throw into the end zone. And it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Going to look downfield again. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Darnold. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Let's talk about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great...
Got room on the return. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Look out, he's got room. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Pitt pushing the pace. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Hauls it in, and they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over.
Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know the guy's got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. When you've got a veteran behind center as they have, he has to produce more than he has. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Got his man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to barrel in. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Pitt. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff. And the message and what they're preaching, they all believe they could do something very special this season.
Looking to scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the catch. Turning it on. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really concerned conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll pull it down and run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running back searching for a hole. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man in the middle. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Wants to throw again. He'll pull it down. There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an... throw two. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked.
After that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Behind the chains now on second and long.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the...
Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. Crosses the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your...
Wide open, he makes the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Quarterback empties his backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot at this, DB. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete on the right side. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss sweep right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback may change this route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second.
He's got it on the right, turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Pitt.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Moving away from pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The inside handoff. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Got his man out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running behind that left side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on 1st down. The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets the give. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the ground with the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. And a missed opportunity on... as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. It's on target and complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 20. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. They'll get this drive started from the 29. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. He's taking the deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.